From 17 once again, introducing you to my Ghost Recon Future Soldier Elite Difficulty video walkthrough. This is Shattered Mountain, and this is the final mission of the game. And for me personally, this is one of the coolest, but it's also one of the most challenging. So you want to be careful, because you can easily get your ass handed to you in the final section of the mission, but hopefully with this video, that won't happen. So the first things I'm going to mention on this video are a big apology that this guide wasn't up quicker. I actually recorded all of it the day after the game came out, and I got the game early, so it was technically before the game had even come out, but I got so sidetracked with life that I couldn't get it commentated quick enough and rendered and all that good stuff, and it took forever to go up. And while this is probably not the guide everybody wanted, because it's not that difficult in all honesty, there'll still be some people that would have really enjoyed to have it up sooner. So for those people, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And there's only 2 real difficult sections of this level, so they're the 2 that I'm going to talk about. For the rest of it, just watch what I do, adapt your strategies around my own so that you come up with something yourself, or copy it verbatim so that you get through it and you have no issue. It's all on you, it's all as you as a gamer. And I'm going to talk about summer, man, because we're pretty much in the thick of it right now, and I fucking hate it. I must have some prehistoric man gene in my body that remembers the Ice Age and wants it again, because I get so warm, and especially when I do these commentaries, because I shut my window, and I shut it because I live on a main road, and all you can hear is the fucking cars. And there's a Dark Souls video going up where you're going to be able to hear the cars a lot, because I didn't realise the window was open, and suffice to say, it's like a fucking free-for-all. But yeah, it's just unnecessarily warm and sticky, and just it's unnatural. And I don't understand these people that just love laying out and cooking in it all day like some kind of fucking lizard, because I just don't think it's natural at all. And I think it's the gamer inside me that's attracted to the cool, dark interiors and the glowing, you know, LCD screens of some kind of computer. But still, summer fucking sucks. The only time summer's good is if you're active in sport, and then it's pretty amazing because you can do it every day. But I haven't played sports for a long time, and yeah, can't say I miss them. I really can't. But a couple of updates on the channel, because right now I can't render, and if I'm completely honest, doing commentaries is really depressing right now, because these videos have no way of reaching you, and there's nothing more frustrating than doing and building things and not being able to display them. It's just plain wrong. But I'm still going to update you, because it's about due, and I've had a lot of people asking for specific things, so a lot of people are interested in my next projects. So I have a lot of back burner projects, and what I mean by this are guides that I have to do, but are not necessarily on any kind of time frame, because A, there's plenty of guides already, B, the games themselves aren't that difficult, and C, you know, nobody really wants them right now, because they're games that have been out for a while, and the games I'm speaking of are things like Azura's Wrath, because nobody needs a guide for that game. That game is really easy, but at the same time it's really crazy, and I know a lot of people will enjoy watching me play it. Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably one I should have done a long time ago, but I was saving it for now, and I can't render, so what's the point in recording? And there's a few back burner projects like that. There's a few guides I need to finish that I've started, and playthroughs and things which are far out of date. But that's a topic for another discussion. But my next projects are kind of simple, really. Just look at the games that are coming out that are definitely going to be good. I'm probably going to cover them. Like, people want me to do a Spec Ops guide. I played the demo to it, and I thought it was a bit shit, if I'm honest. I still haven't received it from my rental service, so I haven't played it to really have a decision. If I enjoy the game, I'll make a guide, because I've heard that FUBAR difficulty is very hard, and a lot of people are struggling. People have mentioned things like, will you be touching Inversion? And the truthful answer to that is I would rather touch, you know, an extremely excited gay man than Inversion, because that game is a pile of dog shit, and it's completely imbalanced, and one of the main, well, 2 massive reasons stop it from even being a guide, and that is, A, you can play it in co-op, and the game itself is built as if you are playing it in co-op, so play it in co-op. That simple. And 2, there is a glitch / trick / exploit that enables you to beat the hardest difficulty by only beating the final area of the chapters. So nobody's going to play the entire game on the hardest difficulty, because why fucking would you? The game is terrible. Terrible in an extremely average way. So I won't be going anywhere near that, but a game that I will be going near is Darksiders 2. I loved Darksiders 1, everything about it, and I cannot wait for Darksiders 2. So technically, my next project will be Darksiders 2, but from here until then, there's going to be a lot of Dark Souls appearing on my channel, a lot of the content I usually bring you, a couple of guides that could be opportunistic guides if they're good enough, and pretty much any game that is going to get some buzz / the opportunity for people to find my channel. Because as much as I enjoy playing the games and I enjoy making the guides, they have to work for me on another level, and that is on a business level for building my channel. And I say business because it's the most clerical term I can use, but it's literally, if I can play a game and make a guide for something that a lot of people want to see, it helps me in the long run, and it just makes more sense. But this level here, I should have just uploaded this and then uploaded the game at a later date, because this is the only real level you're probably going to need a video for, because it's extremely difficult. And the only reason it's difficult is because it forces you to play the game in complete contradiction to how you've done the rest of the game. And instead of having a stealthy, intelligent and well-versed approach towards the area, you have to run like a psychopath and shoot everything that moves like an idiot. And it's a jarring change of pace. And I actually thought it was kind of broken at first, because I didn't realise there was a checkpoint towards the final end of the section. So I was terrified for pretty much the entire time while recording, thinking I'd have to do it from the start, because my first time through the game I had a real rough experience with a checkpoint. And luckily enough, I hit it on this, so if I had have fucked up I would have been fine. But this was a first run, first capture, which is always a good feeling, because this is the only part of the game I was even remotely terrified for, because it just sucked so hard the first time. So once you've killed all these guys outside like I did with a sync shot, always go for the dude on the left who's walking away first, kill him and then execute the rest. When you enter this courtyard, if you tag the people that I do and you kill them pretty quickly, you will not set off any alarms, and then you can move through the building to your right, the little warehouse, and kill the guys in there, and then you can take out the rest of the people without any alarms being raised. You can do this entire section alarmless and extremely simple, which I should really say simply because it's better English, but I couldn't be arsed. And my throat was tickling because it was becoming dry, because talking to yourself at length is not only not good for you psychologically, but it's not good for your throat either. But move into this building like I do. When you go up these stairs, one guy's going to move towards you. You'll notice I'm using magnet vision to my advantage, because why would you not? It's so powerful. This guy's going to come in here, and he stands at the door, looks around, and then he enters the building. And I didn't quite know his path at this moment in time, so what I'm doing is I'm marking people outside through the wall. And a little trivia note here, when I played this on co-op with Aiden, we shot the helicopter pilot, and he still somehow managed to take off in the helicopter, which is pretty crazy. So it must be pre-recorded. But a couple of guys here. There's also a guy to my left up some stairs, straight over there. I don't think I engage him on this moment. That's another one of your targets just over there. You can tell because he looks unique. He also has a name. And then there's one guy over there. And I think once you kill these, there's only one dude left. So you'll notice I've lined all of them up. I'm waiting to get the perfect shot. Am I going to get the last guy up there? We'll soon find out. So when I'm aiming right now, do you see that incline of stairs? There's a dude up there. And he is the last guy. So now that we've got everybody tagged, when I fire, we effectively clear the entire area out, except for Zadornov over there. Because apparently he walked behind cover so we couldn't kill him, so I cap him. And now that's done, the chopper takes off, like I say, regardless of the pilot with a bullet in his eye. And there's going to be the SWAT guys, who are the Russian equivalent of yourselves, are going to turn up, and they're going to try and siege you. But luckily enough, it's your turn to ambush them, and I've got a pretty good spot for this section to be able to take them all out with relative ease, and then you can progress on to the hardest part of the game, and the final part of the game. So if you're not enjoying it for whatever reason, you don't have to for much longer, because it's pretty much the final moments. So I like to come up these stairs onto the top of this farmhouse or this warehouse or whatever the hell it is. It's like a storage building, and you're going to hear a bunch of smoke grenades go off. There's going to be some directly in front of me to my left, and there's going to be some behind me. And the dudes are going to move into the centre where the helicopter are. The ones on the far side are going to move in the way we moved in to clear this area out. Some of them will go through the warehouse, some will come through the central area, and if you can kill them quickly and you can tag them and you can, multi-kill them, they don't have time to react and you will not get reinforcements. If they find out that something's awry, they will call in more dudes, and that's when it gets slightly more difficult. But both ways are very simple. So I don't really foresee anybody having that much trouble with this section. It's just, if you don't know the pattern of getting into this area and killing dudes in an order so that you don't get spotted, that can be the hard part. But much like a stealth game, it's just a puzzle. It's literally a sequence of numbers, and as soon as you know the sequence, you know how to exploit it, you know how to win. So I've marked 4 guys, but I can't hit the one on the right, so I clear that dude out, that one gets capped, and I can see on the magnet vision a couple of weapons over there, which means there's dudes just out of my eyesight moving through the warehouse, and I think I try and wallbang this guy, but I can't shoot through the wood, it's too thick. But luckily enough, these guys are moving towards my team, so my team can kill them when I tag them, and this is where you're going to be relying on your buddies a little bit. But clean that guy out, there's one guy there, he sees him, I command the kill, he kills him, no alarm gets set off, everybody's on the floor, and we can progress through to the next area. But yeah, what did your guys think about this game? I'm interested to see the people who beat it, to see their opinions of it. Because I'm super burnt out on Ghost Recon Future Soldier, and I don't know why. I've not even played it that much. I've beat the campaign 3 times, one of it was co-op. I've gone through Elite 3 times, so all 3 playthroughs have been on Elite. And I don't think that's a detriment to how much I've enjoyed the game. It's just, once you get over the overall enjoyment and the newness of it, you start to realise some of the flaws and some of the really bad design choices, and it just bummed me out. But this final level is a real tour de force. It's really cool. It's got some nice visuals, it's got some nice locations, and the game in general did not skimp on locations. I'm super happy that they managed to diversify it as much as they did. Because one of the massive complaints in this generation of gaming has been literally, going into Afghanistan-esque looking places, completely filled with sandstone and, just really dull looking environments. Such is the curse of the modern shooter these days, but this one does a good job, I feel. But this moment here is effectively the calm before the storm, because the next checkpoint you're going to hit is where things kick off, and it's where the game goes from being really enjoyable and a decent challenge into, oh my god, why did nobody realise that this was fucking broken? And the best part is, the checkpoint is before you do the mantle. So every time you fail, you get to see your team push up this hill, you get to see the cutscene, and you get to curse at the fact that the game's developers did not change the checkpoint position. But thanks for watching, and you take care now.